This slab came in the mail today. I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's going to be really nice. Let's see how it looks and get this thing polished up. All right, let's see if this thing looks any good. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. This is ocean jasper from Madagascar. Not something I go crazy out of my way to collect, but when it's available for the right price, I'm definitely always an opportunist about this stuff. Beautiful, vivid. It's a material that's really fun to show people who are more new to rocks, just to kind of give them a sense of how intensely colorful good rock can be. This is a pretty big slab. It'll definitely take me a bit of time to polish, so it'll give me a lot of opportunities to stop and explain my progress and what I'm looking for. So let's get to work on this thing. Last thing I got to do is figure out which side to polish. Obviously this middle section is sort of a dead zone. This end is very nice. This end is very nice. Some of the best features are like this fortified orb here with this bright white border and some of these multicolored orbs floating in this clear agate. If we look at this side, I actually prefer this butt section of this side better. These floating orbs with the radiating crystals are really nice. So, I don't know, it's a toss-up. I think this side is slightly better. All right, we're gonna get started over here on this side with this 12-inch disc. I'm gonna work at taking out all the saw marks. I'll show you the progress along the way, and then when this is all nice and consistent, I'll move over to the other side and we'll take out the scratches from the disc with a 400 grit belt.
This is sped up by a factor of 60, so you're looking at 10 minutes of work right here. Dang water bottle, eventually I just hung it on the bottom shelf.
So we're making some good progress, but this is a big slab. It's going to take a while. So the main thing I'm looking at here is the reflection, right? The areas that are smooth and consistent have been taken down to level, but you can see that big saw mark right there is going to need quite a bit of grinding. Big gouge there. The whole edge of the slab is still going to need quite a bit of work. Corner's going to need a little work. One of the things that's going to be an issue, don't know how well I can show it here, the saw really tapered the edge of the slab here. I have to sort of decide how much I'm willing to chase that and round the corner. Sometimes I think if you have a polished edge of a slab that rounds very steeply, it looks kind of sloppy. So I'd almost prefer just a totally flat polish that comes out, meets the edge, and then you can have that sort of dull rolled section coming over. I might work at it a little bit, but I probably won't chase it super aggressively.
I won't show it all right here, but this was about another 15 minutes. So 25 minutes total for the first stage.
Okay, I'm done with that first stage, which is good because that's the stage I'm most likely to damage the piece if I do. So you can see here, I've got sort of curved lines from the disc, but as I roll it all the way from left to right, it's pretty much completely consistent. There's no low areas. The whole piece shines with an even luster. I know it's not polished, but this should be a consistent foundation to move to my fine sanding now. This is just some smeared water. That's not a scratch. If I wanted to get rid of this completely and sand to the bottom here, I mean, I'd have to take this whole rock down by, I don't know, 2 millimeters, which is not going to happen. I'm not doing that. It is what it is. It's just lets you know it's a real rock, you know? Nothing fake. No AI-generated slop here. Now I'm ready to move on to my 400 grit belt, and I will run my scratches this direction so that there's no confusion between progress of my different stages. I use a mix of wet and dry sanding when I'm using the drum. Dry makes it easier to see what you're doing, but wet keeps the rock cool. All right, that was pretty painless. A lot of the time you saw me pausing there is just me checking, especially along the edges, trying to make sure I've got my scratches consistent all the way around. Won't bore you with that. Let's get this thing polished up and take a good look at it.
All right, all my sanding is done. I'm here at the other shop. I'm gonna get this carpet lap nice and wet, add a little fresh cerium, and finish this thing up. This took about 15 minutes. So altogether, without filming, 25 minutes on the first stage, 5 minutes on the second stage, 15 on the last, and then probably 5 minutes of cleaning. So definitely under an hour, but this is a larger slab.
We got it done, and oh man, I am stoked on this piece. I think I pretty much nailed the polish. Left that corner the way it is, so it's a little dull, you get those saw marks, but man, overall, that is just an awesome slab. It was a lot of fun to polish. So many details to look at.
Let's take a little closer look. This is near the top of the slab where you get those orbs floating in the clear agate. I'm consistently blown away by the resolution of ocean jasper under the scope. A lot of materials just sort of look blurry and muddy, but this stuff is crispy and detailed. I love the way these little quartz pockets look under the scope, and you get a mix of green and clear quartz, which is cool. It's fun to mess with the depth of focus and sort of see the different facets of the crystals. This is down near the bottom of the slab where you had more of the white quartz and the floating orbs with the radiating crystals. But really, everywhere you look, the details are just so impressive. I love all those bullseye patterns and all the interlocking crystals on these cog wheels. But this is probably my favorite section of the slab. Something about that jelly orb section is just so mind-blowing. And I always love those crystal pockets. If you have any ideas for how to make this type of footage more satisfying to watch, I am very open to suggestions. I'm still sort of experimenting how to convey the things I'm seeing under the scope. Well, thanks everyone for coming along for the ride today. If you have other questions about polishing rocks, specifically flats like this, don't hesitate to let me know, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day.